Hello, here we go. Aquarian Vortex healing, the basics. This was given to me by High Angel Saraswati with the understanding, building on the foundations from meditation with the Angel Gabriel. Hand mantras come into play. Now your hands can be at ease, or you can start doing mantras. Now when you tuck the middle finger into the thumb and then you touch them, just like that. And then these two fingers, the pointer and the ring fingers, go together, and the pinky finger goes together. Well, the two circles come to a touch. What you'll see is a pyramid over a diamond, or a really, really bad diamond, I guess. Okay. This hand formation, along with closing that clavicle loop, will engage your top end clavicle loop into the frequency of the universe. It brings you into the 432 harmony. So if you're sitting upright in a chair with your feet down, you're going to want to cross your feet at the ankle so that the bottom of your feet are facing away from each other. And then you're going to want to rest your hands in your lap. You know, you can eat however you want to. If you want to have your hands just in a nice relaxed position, fingers together. But it's pretty important that however far away the bottom of your feet are from one another, your hands, your palm chakras are roughly the same distance away as well. A little something to keep in mind. Second position, when you're sitting cross-legged, hands at ease on top of the knees. You can do the mantra if you want. If you're scrubbing really deep, you want to take your thumb and press it into the very side of your ring finger. Tunk. Like right where the crease is. Let's say you've got you're feeling some really bad energy, something's bugging you, you have some pest that you want to get rid of. You sit down, activate your tord through vortex healing, crush that little crease with your thumb while you're sitting. You know, I do it palm up, but, you know, wrist at the end of the knees, nice and relaxed. You can also tune into the 432. Sometimes if I'm trying to channel, or if I'm just kind of sitting there and I'm having a conversation, and I'll get that angel buzz in the ear. And if I can't quite hear them, sometimes I'll just grab that 432 mantra, double pyramid, and it brings them in right away. I haven't done it sitting lotus yet, so I don't know how that would work out. Now with the steps, you can do it walking as well. That's kind of getting up there. I highly suggest just starting off in a chair to begin with. So I know that it's a little bit odd looking, but when you're walking, so your left foot steps, and then your right foot steps over the left foot. crosses all the way over, kind of like walking like a runway model. And as you can see, when you trace it out, it looks very much like a double sine wave, just at opposite frequencies. So that was really interesting when I started doing that out. When you're walking, again, crossing over as you're stepping, and your hands will be at your hips, kind of right on your hip bones, and just walking, chin up, keep that chakra center line nice and straight. Breathing is really important here. Breathing controls the whole deal. As you inhale and exhale, if you're smaller, like 5'6" and super tiny, you probably want to be in that 5-second mark. To inhale and to exhale, you want to control how long you breathe in and how long you breathe out. 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. If you're bigger like me, 5'11", 6 foot, 220, you're probably going to be in that 6 to 7 seconds in and out. If you're a giant, that 6'8", 300-pound type of person, you're probably looking at 7 to 8 seconds in and out. Now, when you get super in tune and you start to feel the rhythm, when I feel it thumping, it sounds like a helicopter, like a Black Hawk. Boom, boom, boom. But over the span of that 6 seconds, as I'm inhaling, I'll feel it. Boom, boom, boom. Then as I'm exhaling, boom, boom, boom. So, and that's kind of what you're looking for when you're inhaling and exhaling. You're trying to find that sweet spot in your breathing where you can get those 3 beats in your exhale and in your inhale. So that's also a guideline too. Sometimes it goes easier with your size. Sometimes it's easier, like if you're super in tune with it, you might be able to pick up on that quick. Boom, boom, boom. How do you use the energy? Now, just like with Gabriel's breathing technique, you're moving energy through the root from the chi center. You're going to, of course, tighten the sacral and the root and push it together to the chi center. Then you're going to draw that energy up to the heart and push it out like a Care Bear stare. And then as the energy is coming down through the crown, you're going to want to focus it from the exoteric, bring it down to the heart and out. Chi or life energy to the heart, to the spirit, esoteric, to the heart and out. And what you're going to try to do, you don't have to visualize this. If you're in a huge room full of hundreds of people, kind of think of that heart beam turning into 1,000 little fiber optics and touching every last heart in that room. And if you're doing this for yourself, to cleanse yourself, what you want to do is you want that heart energy to come out to power your torrid. Okay. If you can see the little green line, that little funnel that sits around you, you want to bring up the chi energy to that torrid and feel it swirl around you and envelop you. As you're bringing the energy down, feel it go down, spin around you, and envelop you. This is a torrid activation technique. Now, every fourth breath, it is a very good idea to onk. So draw energy from Mother Earth to the energy center, the life center, the chi center. Bring it up to the heart, push it backwards and up and around to the heart. Exhale, it goes back down to the closed root. And then inhale, bringing it up to the heart and outwards to share with either your Torrid or the wonderful people in front of you. Esoteric down and out 3 times. Chi to heart, Ezo to heart, Chi to heart, Ezo to heart, Chi to heart, Ezo to heart. Mother Earth to Chi, to spiritual, backwards, back down to a closed root. Rinse and repeat. When you are sitting cross-legged, I have noticed that I tend to add an extra second to my breathing pattern. That may vary with other people though. So normally I sit in around that 6-second mark, tail, when I'm sitting in a chair. When I'm sitting in cross-legged, I tend to find myself inhaling for longer and exhaling for longer to get those 3 pulses. So try to keep that in mind. If it doesn't feel as fluid for you when you're sitting cross-legged, try adding a little bit of time or taking some off. You know, this is going to have to be an exercise that you play with to get used to. When you're walking, I tend to sing, chant, do shamanic chants, toning, things of that nature. So I can't really say for sure what the timing is, although I would imagine it's going to be pretty similar because it's what it feels like. Kind of in for 5 seconds, 6 seconds, out for 6 seconds. I imagine it's going to be about the same for anybody else. Nice slow walk. It's nothing fast. When you're doing it, before you even begin, pay homage to the Prime Creator, to Yeshua, or any other oversoul that you may be connected to. Ask them to fill you with Prime Unity, the Prime Spirit of Unity, Father Sky, whatever you want to call it. Fill yourself with the Holy Spirit. Ask for help from Yeshua, from Prime Creator, from an angel. Fill your vessel with the energy of Source, and then use it to warm your chi, spiritual and esoteric. Bring it to the spiritual center and warm your Torrid with Prime Creator's greatness. At the end of your session, even if you're healing yourself, break your connection. From the esoteric, past the spirit, down to the chi. The bond between thee and I is broken, broken, broken. Just a little knife hand backwards away from you. Broken. 3 times. Even if there's hundreds of people, you're breaking your healing bond with them, allowing them not to pull more energy from you, and you not to pull energy from them. You just spent all that time focusing, giving it to them. You don't need it to come back. Take your time, practice. Any questions or concerns, my email will be in the information below. There is an awful lot to it, and there's many more steps to this than just that. This is just the basics. Give those 3 positions a shot. Have fun with it. All right. Talk to you later.